So we're back, as always,
every
week.
You can't keep starting it like that.
What do you mean? We can't keep starting it like that. We're back every week. And to the people, we are back. You know? So why wouldn't I say we're back? Because we're back. You know what? Just cue the intro. Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And this is my brother.
It's called Two Latin Brothers. Of course, I'm your...
What if they didn't know?
They know.
I'm sure they didn't know.
I mean, unless you're new to the podcast, I guess...
Now they know that we're brothers.
I mean, but they should... I mean, the title is called Two Latin Brothers. It's not like...
Just because we're two Latin brothers doesn't mean we have to be blood, related.
Well, I mean, we don't actually mean it figuratively. We mean it literally.
I know. But come on.
It's like that bit where we when we talk about how the most important thing in the world is actually our shoulders.
That's not a bit. That's a fact.
No, that's not actually true.
It's a fact.
No, it's not. That's us.
Don't quote me on this, but it's totally a fact.
That was us being sarcastic, we moved on from it very fast.
Yeah, I know.
But it was totally sarcastic.
My shoulder hurts. I don't know why I said that out loud.
Anyway, this week we have nothing to update on.
So this is my life. It's my last week of school. So
actually, I have something to talk about.
No, I don't want to talk about that. So this is my last. I know what you don't want to talk about. You want to talk about this. Yeah. But yeah. So it's my last week of school. They totally don't know what just happened. We're gonna leave that in.
Okay,
but yeah,
someone clip that.
Yeah, we gotta meme this. I don't know. Do we have audio memes? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna start making audio memes. It's just gonna be sound. Well, I guess certain sounds are used in memes.
I mean, audio has become kind of a meme because of TikTok.
Yeah. So my week. So this is my last week. Okay. So today. Because we have a new system because of COVID-19. We now have, instead of semesters, we have quadmesters, which are 4 mesters. What does a mester even mean?
A period of time.
Okay, we have a mesters. We have a variety of them. They come in all shapes and sizes.
Just get to the point.
Okay, anyways, I'm getting near the end of my first quadmester, which is my math and my physics. It's been very fun. Not really. Just joking. It's been fun. But since it's been the last 2, I'm in the last 2 days right now. I have shortened classes because the teachers are just well, we taught this fast, we were on the ball, and so I didn't even have a math class this morning, so that was fun. And then I had a physics class. Had to actually attend that because we're still crunching stuff on the second last day. But that's fun. We have that stuff. And now I'm here because I finished physics early.
All right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. What were we going to talk about?
Well, I wanted to talk about something.
No, that's not important at all.
Yeah, it is.
It means nothing to the public.
I mean, it means...
Just like how my story meant nothing to the public.
So you get to tell them...
It means absolutely nothing to the storyline of our lives.
I mean, it is part of my storyline.
Oh, it's not mine, though.
I'm the main character of my story.
You wish. You're just a side character.
Of my own story. Okay, you know what?
I'm just joking.
Okay, so I'm going to tell the people
what happened to...
So on Sunday...
Was it Sunday?
It was Sunday.
I thought it was Saturday.
On Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday. Was it Saturday?
It was Saturday.
Okay, so on Saturday, I was using my phone. I think it was Sunday, actually.
I don't actually know.
Let's just say...
we were on the couch.
It was the weekend. Anyway, I was using my phone, and all of a sudden...
What if it was a Wednesday?
Can I finish talking? I know it was during the weekend, because it hasn't been a week.
Okay, yeah.
So I was using my phone, and...
No, today makes 3. Yeah, so Sunday.
Can I finish talking? I figured it out.
You're welcome.
So on Sunday, I was using my phone, and the screen just, went black.
Yes.
It just shut off.
See.
Just tapped out.
Oui.
And I was like, oh no, my phone, it's broken. What am I supposed to do now?
Nothing.
So I try to reset my phone, or restart it, and then there's a specific way, if you have an Android phone, those use an Android phone. I use an Android phone because I'm like that. You hold down the 2 volume buttons and the power button, and it's supposed to it's like a hard reset.
Yeah.
To boot your phone up. Nothing happens. The phone vibrates, but nothing happens. The screen stays off. At which point I'm like, okay. And lately, because of COVID-19, every time I go out, I wash my phone. I was like, I had washed my phone like a half hour prior to it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, my phone's ours, but I doubt it's water.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but anyway, my mom's like, let's go get rice and let's dunk your phone in rice. So we dunk my phone in rice, and then we leave it like that. At which point, like a little while later, like I think we wait like
a few hours later.
24 hours
24
later.
hours later.
I grab my phone and there's like water
actually coming out
of the speaker, but then like I looked into it and water should have come out of the speaker. It's just because on the angle it was on.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually inside the phone. It's just like this little air chamber
where
water can fill. So water fell out of there, and I was like, so maybe there was water in there, but then it turns out it wasn't that. Mm-hmm. So then I tried to turn on my phone again. Nothing happens. I plug my phone into my laptop, and I have a feature on my phone. I'm like, maybe I should take everything off my phone just in case, like, because I know it turns on because it keeps vibrating. So I plug my phone into my laptop. Then I remember I have this safety feature where whenever you plug in the USB thing onto your phone, you have to enter a PIN in order to access that on my phone.
But the PIN has to be done on the screen of the phone.
Yeah. The only problem is I can't see the screen, so how am I supposed to enter the PIN? Right? So this becomes the ongoing problem. At which point I go, okay, we got to go get my phone. Like, we got to go figure it out. Someone can fix it.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, my phone, it's a 3-year-old phone. I've had this phone for 3 years. I spent so much money on it. Anyway, so we go to a few places, and this one guy, he just grabbed it, looked at it, he's like, we don't fix these anymore.
Wow.
And I was like,
jerk.
Great. And then I'm like, do you know a place? He's like, no, I wouldn't know that. And I was like, really? And then we go to another place, and the guy was able to turn on the phone. But like half the screen is like grayed out, and it's like all like fuzzy, and it looks like pigmented kind of.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, the screen's just giving out. We're like, okay. And then he tells us how much the price would be, and we're like, okay. We're like, we'll think about it. We'll come back. And then so we go to another place. Right. At this point, we're like price shopping. We're like checking
you're checking prices.
How much it costs to get this screen fixed at this point. So go to another place, and this guy, he like we show him the phone, and then the screen starts like to flicker.
Yeah.
Shuts off again.
Of course.
But in the meantime, before that, so on our way to this other place, we were like in the car. I was like uploading documents and stuff to my cloud.
Yeah.
Like my Google Drive, I was like, go up, come on, just like
no, because it turned on again.
Yeah, because I had it on, so I was like as much stuff as I could.
Yeah.
On my I had all my photos synced to the cloud, and I had all my docs go into the cloud, and I was like, gotta get my music off this, like all this other stuff. Yeah. And then right, so then we get to the other place, and my phone shuts off again. And then this guy tries to turn it on, and he can't turn it on. And then he tells us the price, which is a lot more expensive than the other place. And we're like, all right, well, we joke and we go, we'll ask the bank. And then we just leave. and then we go to the other guy and we tell him, yeah, we'll have him fixed. And then he tries and he's able to turn it on again. Yeah. And then, he tries to turn it on, but it doesn't turn on. The screen just stays black.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, we know it's a screen. So then, whatever. I paid like half of it to get it fixed. Anyway, so that was Monday.
Yes.
So since Monday, I've been phoneless. I haven't had a phone to interact with the internet with.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I've discovered 2 things. One,
it's good for you.
One, I realized how much the people around me use their phone.
Yeah. 2,
I have become addicted to Twitter more than anything else on this planet.
Really?
The amount of times I crave to check Twitter on my laptop now, because this laptop is my only means of internet.
Social media?
Yeah. It is insane. Like the amount of times I want to jump onto Twitter, it's like I'll be like watching YouTube in the middle of the YouTube video. I'll be like typing into it. I'm like, what am I doing? Right? Like,
yeah.
No, because
it's like an impulse to be connected.
Yeah, it really is. And then the other thing too, one last thing, is that I realized how much you actually like in your day-to-day life you check. Like
you check the news.
No, it's not just that.
You
like
check
because I'm applying to jobs, right? I constantly be checking my email.
Yeah.
To see if like people got back to me or whatever.
Yeah, but now that you have to go pull out your laptop.
Yeah, I have to check my laptop. Like it makes it like it's more daunting because I have to come all the way to my room, check my right, or like stuff like that. As opposed to when I had my phone, I just pull my phone. You just
pull out your phone. It's right there.
It's right there, right? The other thing, the fourth thing that I've also noticed is how many times I go for my phone. Like, I'll be just sitting down, watching TV, and I'll reach into my pocket
for my phone. That says a lot.
For my phone. For my phone. Because, like, it'll be, like, whatever. Like, it could be, like, a commercial break while we're watching normal cable. I'll, like, stick my hand in my pocket. And I'll be like, wait a minute. I have my phone on me. Or, like, I'll be talking with someone, and then I'll be like, yeah, just let me, and I'll be like, wait a minute, I can't Google that.
It's funny because I'm like, what's the time? And you're just like, I don't have a phone.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have my phone on me, so I don't know what the time is. I don't know what day it is. I don't know anything anymore. Like,
but you do know what day.
I don't know what's trending on Twitter right now. Like,
I know what's trending on Twitter.
Well, that you don't even use Twitter.
I know, I don't.
You got to start using our Twitter.
I know. I should really start using our Twitter.
Start using it. You got to
hashtag don't know what I'm doing.
Start using it. No, but yeah, so stuff like that. That like. It's really interesting.
I should just upload.
So wait, this is the greatest thing. So like last night, I had my phone on my bed, and the screen like flickered.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now's the time. And I try to reset it, and it boots up. And my dad laughed at this, but I was able to save my Minecraft worlds. Yeah. I got them off my phone. That's so sad. Gotta save the Minecraft worlds. Yeah. No, just in case, right? Because right now it's like in my drawer, but it like I don't know if it's on or I don't even know if it's on or if it's off.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Well, I do because my phone connects to my laptop, but nothing's coming in. So either it's dead or it's off. I don't actually.
I think it might be dead.
I don't know.
You should plug it in actually.
I'm scared to plug it in, right? Because like if it short circuits something, you know what I mean? Like
I mean, I guess
I'm in this like awkward boat where it's like, should I not? Also, like I'm just gonna leave it.
I mean, but like you're gonna need power to check if the screen works once you change.
Of course, but they have a cable there. Like it's not like
yeah, I know, but like still.
It's irrelevant. Anyway, so that's what's happening. That's on my life. This week, I have been detoxing from social media.
Yeah.
Sort of. Not really.
Not really. You've been detoxing from a cell phone.
Cell phone, which is...
Smartphone use.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say cell phone.
Yeah. I mean...
Because you're not walking around with this flip thingy or brick.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. The amount of times I use a phone, we don't
it takes up most of your day.
No, I mean, we don't use a phone as a phone.
Yeah, that's why we had to change the name phone to smartphone.
It was a cell phone, now it's a smartphone.
Yeah, we went from the stages, you know. We had phones.
Yeah.
And then we had cell phones.
Yeah.
And then we had smartphones.
Okay, so
and now we had flip smartphones.
Yeah. Okay, so like listen to this. This is really funny. So I was applying to this job the other day.
Were you?
And one of the I've been applying jobs for I don't know how many months now, but one of the requirements was access to a smartphone. And
That's crazy.
I was like, who doesn't like
Who doesn't have an access to like a smartphone?
No, it's just the way that they put it, like access to a must have access. It's like, you know, like when they like now, especially that a lot of jobs are remotely, like you must have access to a good like sustainable Wi-Fi connection.
Oh, yeah, like sustainable Wi-Fi connection or like a laptop with like this requirements.
Yeah. Yeah. So like that's like the prerequisite. But now it's like, do you have access to a smartphone? And I was like, well, for starters, I'm like, who doesn't? Like, I know 12-year-olds who have access to...
You see, like, a 6-year-old with the brand new, like, iPhone, you're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And now they're making the miniature, like, the new iPhone came out.
Yeah,
and it's like the mini iPhone 12, and it's like, that's, like, perfect kid-size hand.
He's like, get a phone for your kid. And you're just like, why? Who's he gonna call?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's unbelievable. Stuff like that I'm just like, what are we doing with our world?
I mean, like, you're giving your child way too much freedom if you're just sending them out into the world at 6 years old.
You're like, I need to be in touch with my... Like, but then there are those
like,
parents...
see, because most of the time, they're, like, I mean, if there's, like, business parents,
yeah,
you know, like, and they have to, like, travel a lot, and they leave them with, like, you know, like, the babysitter, maybe, yeah, they want to, like, you know, call into their child, but how many parents are actually doing that? Especially with COVID-19.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this time. I didn't know parents, but I knew couples who do. It's like, when they travel a lot, when, like, their partner would travel a lot, they would call each other, and like at a specific time every day. Yeah. Like I knew this guy who his girlfriend was overseas. Yeah. Because she was studying there and he was here. And every day at the same hour. 6:30 here, our time, she would call, but it would be like 11:30 for her, something like that.
Wow.
So she would call every day at that time without fail. And I remember when we were in our second semester, we had a class that started
right at 6:30.
Right at 6:30. So he would always be like an hour late, and then he had like a professor like, you're always late to my class, like what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he told her what was going on. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, why didn't you tell me?
like I'm all for it. Like,
yeah, you know? She's like, I'm all for it. Like I'm down. Like I don't care. Like she's like, just come.
She's like, you have a personal matter.
No, because our class started at 6.
Yeah.
And then she's like, so stay for the first half hour, and then when the call comes, just get up and walk out. Because there's a door in the back, so she should just get up and walk out the back door. I'm not gonna question it. No one's gonna question it. She's like, and if somebody questions it, tell them to talk to me.
Yeah.
About it. She's like, and it's fine. She's like, I get it. You guys are trying to make it work, and these times, and that's cool. And I was like, dang, wow, what a
what a considerate teacher.
Yeah, but I remember this other guy who he would be on a Skype call the entire lecture with his girlfriend. She would listen into our lecture.
That's a little much though.
Like
the entire time.
It would be so funny because let me be honest. So I'm sitting down, right, and there's this guy on this Skype call, and he's like whispering into like his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and then he like turns the camera, and I just go. Like I just wave at like the camera,
yeah,
and then he goes, "She wants to know your name," and then I'm like, "Dude, we're in the middle of a lecture right now. Like, we could have done this during lunch.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing?
It's like, why you gotta do this in the middle class,
right? Yeah, and it was really funny. So I end up going in and like I remember at lunch
I just hack his laptop and shut off the call.
So I'm like trying to take notes on my laptop, and this guy is like out here having a conversation.
I just cut network connection just to everybody. His call would end. It's really be like Professor, you're supposed to be able to like teach without device, so just keep going.
It was really funny stuff like that like you have to. It's just so bizarre. Then I met this other guy who he would always be on FaceTime. The guy had like it's like phone cases that come with like a built-in backup battery.
Yeah.
So he had like 3 of those.
So he just switch.
Yeah, he would just switch phone cases because he would always be on a FaceTime call with his girlfriend. And the thing was, is like she lived in Hong Kong, and he lived here. Well, they met. She was studying here for a while, and she went back home because she had to, because her student visa and whatever. And then he's still here.
All these people making long distance
work. Still trying to make it work. And I was like, dude, we're like in English, we're in communication. I get that we're in communications, but it doesn't mean you communicate with someone who's literally on the other end of the world.
Well, what if she wants to know how classes go?
I mean, you can talk to her later. Anyway, and then I was talking with him, and then he was telling me how he works at this jewelry store. And I was like, oh, so you're the guy I really need to know, like, whenever I decide to settle down. And he's like, yo, hit me up. I'll get you a good deal.
It's like, we got these diamonds that just came in.
Fresh from the mountain.
fresh out, we just cut them, they're fresh, you can smell the mountain off of it. It's mountain fresh. It's scented, We also got these rubies straight out of India, like... Freshly cut too, We
got these other emeralds right from Colombia. Anyway,
she got all this stuff.
Yeah, it was really funny. But he was like, and again, I met his girlfriend. I met all these people's girlfriends, like just by sitting next to these. Like
that's amazing, actually. That's like, pretty cool.
I've met these people that I don't even know, and then
and you'll never see them around.
Yeah, I'll literally
great. It'd be like, see you around. You know what? I won't. But
and this one time he would be like on his like FaceTime call. And he would say something, and then I'd be like, tell her that you're trying to focus. And he would be like, and then I'd see her laugh on the screen because I know she heard me. And then he'd be like, she's telling me to hang up. Thanks. And then I'm like, well, you're in class. But stuff like that I don't know. I always find
fun stuff.
No, it's just interesting how the world, like, how they say
how the world is connected.
It's become the world has become a smaller place.
Yeah,
it truly has, because like imagine
so you can talk to somebody and they're at nighttime during nighttime and you're during the day.
Yeah,
literally, and be connected
all the time.
And like it makes the distance basically nothing.
Yeah, like I have a friend in the Philippines. It's like 16 hours or something like that. But like when it's like. It's like 10, it's like 12 hours. So when it's 8 o'clock here, it's 8 o'clock in the morning there. I think it's 9 o'clock. It's like 13.
Okay, so if it's 12 hours, it's just like, the 12
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
So, but it'll be like the same hour, but just either night or day.
Yeah. So that is trippy. That is just so true. Because I'll be like, I'll be like, good night. And I'll be like, good evening. She'll be like, good morning. It's like, it's just the most, it's the trippiest thing in the world. And then, my friend from Australia, we had this conversation where, because I have a friend from Australia who, it was really funny because when we do daylight savings time, like it's like 23 hours, like the distance, the time. But when we have daylight savings time, it's 24 hours. Like, so it's like, so she's like ahead a full day.
Yeah, basically a full day.
Yeah, basically a full day. So then.
The ongoing joke.
Yeah. The ongoing joke is how's the future? And she's like, it's okay. She's like, how's the past? And I'm like, it could be better. It's like this weird dynamic where time is just, it's so irrelevant.
Yeah.
But it's irrelevant. It's so irrelevant at the same time.
Yeah.
Because For example, I don't know what today's date. What's today's date? For Friday, what's Friday's date?
Today is the 12th.
Or pre-record. So today's the 13th, because everyone's hearing this on the 13th.
Yeah, so today is the 13th for you guys.
Yeah, but see, if I would be talking to her, she's already in Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's all like it's way ahead, or she'll be close to Sunday already, depending on what time I talk to her.
Depending on what time, yeah.
Right. So like. That would be like the thing. So it's like
that hurts me,
right? It's very confusing. It's very hard to keep up.
I think you just gave me.
Wait, so here's the thing. When they enter daylight savings time,
yeah, because
she moves ahead an hour and I move back an hour, it turns into 25 hours.
What?
Yeah, because of the way the time works, right?
Okay, so how many? I don't know. I think we're gonna have to check this math out. I don't know how this works.
You're so confused. Okay, because you know how we changed the time back an hour?
Yes.
Okay, so she moves forward an hour because the seasons change.
Yes.
Right. So for them it's summer, and for us it's winter.
Okay, but before that happens, what's the time difference?
The before is 24.
Okay, so a full 24 hours. So a full day.
No. This is before we do daylight saving.
Yeah, I know. So a full 24 hours.
No, it'd be 23 hours. Okay.
Okay, so 23 hours. Yeah, so then it'd become a full day.
Yeah. No, then we move back an hour. So then it becomes 24 hours. See, because we move back an hour.
Yeah, they move back an hour.
No.
I mean, we move back an hour, and then they move forward one.
They move forward one,
that
so
would
it's
be
25 hours.
That's trippy.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's a day and an hour.
So it's 23 hours. But, and since we go back one and they go forward one, it's like saying plus 2.
Yeah, so it's 25 hours.
That's a struggle.
The trippiest thing in the world.
Who designed this?
I don't know.
This world needs to just like fix it.
Honestly, like, a lot of places are trying to get rid of that. A lot of places are trying to get rid of that. But
see, but then AM and PM would just their PM would become their AM.
Yeah. It's very confusing.
To switch all of that just all of a sudden would mess everybody up.
No, but we do this all the time. Like
I know. And our phones and everything does it automatically.
Yeah, because it's location based.
Right? I know, which is pretty insane.
But the funniest that's the world
You're hurting me. Stop.
You just can't.
Imagine we lived on Mars. The time difference would be even larger because Mars is bigger. Why would we want to go to Mars? What is this? Like, we already have a screwed enough time, and we're gonna be like, I'm getting a call from Mars. You know, I'll be like, that time difference is beyond me. I can't do that kind of math. Call me at 3 p.m. What time is that on Mars? I don't know. Like Saturday? Not even like time.
They don't have normal weekdays.
I don't care. They have souls, soul days.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's the kind of predicament I'm living in.
Nah, I give up.
You're like, I'm done.
I wouldn't be friends anymore.
I had this other friend from India who I can't remember how many hours it was, but like I set it up on my phone where like I had like the clock set to that like spot, so I could just open up the clock app on my phone and check what time it was there, and be like, all of a sudden it'd be like 4 PM, and I check the clock, like, oh, it's like 3 AM. They're like,
I don't know. This is just so. I mean, I feel like we have to actually check this, like, because I don't.
You're just unsettled.
I'm unsettled. Like I can't be dealing with this constantly.
It happens all the time.
I know.
Like we're not aware of it because we're always focused in our time, right?
I'm not focused on this time right now. You know what? I will be out of time. That doesn't work out. But to the rest of the world, I'll be in time. But to me, there's no time anymore. I'll have midday and night. We'll get rid of daytime. Just in time. I'll have 2. Or I'll just have day night. That's it. I don't have day. I'll calculate the trajectory of the sun instead of looking at the time. I'll get that scope.
Okay, look, that method works up until you move to Canada, and we're talking right now, and it's like 3 o'clock, and the sun's basically gone.
We're talking about it's hella bright out there. So blind, I can't see anymore.
The sun's setting.
I took because we're in a dark room right now. Not like dark room, but we're like in a pretty dark room.
It's a dim room.
It's a dimmed room, okay? For the mood. We're in a dimmed room, and we have a window. When you open this window curtain, it's like like those like holy angels. All of a sudden, it's like You know, it's crazy. You know, I can't. It's like I'm blind.
Yeah, calm down.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
No, I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna tell you a story now.
Now that I messed
So
you
this
up
is my
about
story.
About time?
Not even about time. It's a funny story. Not really. It's a story it's about these two guys. Okay, no, not two guys. It's about 6 guys. Okay.
Hey, why do you go from 2 to 6?
Okay, because I was thinking of a different story and now we're back in this story. Okay.
wait. So why don't you tell the other story first?
Because that story's not relevant.
How is this story relevant?
Because it talks about time.
You know, I can't with you.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about time. Back to the 2 guys. Okay. Actually, it's 3 guys. Because this one guy, a friend, and a grandfather.
Okay, no, you gotta stop coming up with these.
I'm coming up with a story right now as we speak. Have you ever had a friend who's so loud, but just like so loud? It's just like that one loud friend, but it's not because he's loud and verbally. He's just loud. Okay,
what
so
does that even mean?
It means he's very flatulent. Okay, so
No, that's done.
Okay, so let's get on with the story. Okay,
No, wait,
so there's
wait.
2 guys.
So one of them is Latino.
What?
We're loud people.
Oh, yeah, we're loud, but we're not crazy. You know.
Well,
So-
I think that depends on the context.
Want me to tell you who the loudest people are in the world?
Go.
Actually, I can't even say that. I can't even. I'll probably get shot. Okay.
Wait, what?
So,
How does that even work?
because I know people.
you shouldn't know these people.
I know the wrong people.
You don't need to know them.
Okay, so their names are. Please, no.
Okay.
I stopped myself. Okay, so let's go back to the story of
the 2 people.
Okay, the 3 people. There are actually 3 people because I forgot. Okay, so there's 2 people, and then I introduce a 3rd. Okay, so there's these 2 guys. You know, they're just like, hey,
Why
come back.
can't you introduce a 3rd?
Okay, there's these 2 guys. They want to go home. Okay, well, one of them wants to go home, and the other one's just like, hey, you can come over if you want. It's like, okay, so they go home, and then you know they get there, and he lives with his one of the guys lives with his grandfather, and then you know the loud friend, not the one with the grandfather. I mean, they sit down, you know, they start playing video games, and then all of a sudden, the really loud one farts. But it's so loud, it woke up his grandfather. His grandfather. It woke him up to yell, "It's the Russians." It took him. This loud, flagellant individual was so loud. It took this guy back to the Soviet War.
What does that have to do with what we're talking?
It has nothing to do with it.
What was this?
This story was something I just came up with right now. Not even gonna lie. What were we talking about?
I'm so confused.
I'm pretty sure everybody just lost their final brain cell.
I'm so confused. The phone is ringing. Because believe it or not, we still have a house phone.
We have a house phone? Thought we got rid of that years ago. I'm kidding. We do have a house phone, but that's because there's a lot of people that like to contact just the entire family.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I have a 50% off card.
That's not a 50% off.
It says 50% off.
Is it really?
Get up to 50% off. It says review us and get up to 50% off.
Wow. Maybe I should have reviewed them before.
Paying them?
Yeah.
Because you paid half? You're such a you would have been done the payment by now.
No, I haven't bought anything from them yet. So I should.
So then why'd you give them money?
I didn't give them money.
Then why'd you say you paid half?
Oh,
what'd you pay half of?
No, oh, this is a different guy. That's
okay. What the fuck? I'm confused. They have no clue what we're talking. We're talking about the cell phone card because like he's getting his phone repaired, and this like this service card from a location which will remain anonymous. It says review us on Google and get 50% off. He probably did not take this into account, did he?
Well, no, because
you don't read flyers, dude.
No,
you don't read business cards.
No, look.
I like to read business cards.
Look, here's the thing.
You know, they give you information. You know, like directions, phone numbers.
Child, I need you to focus.
Postal codes.
I need you to focus.
And what they do.
I need you to focus.
It's crazy.
Can you focus?
And sometimes they're coupons.
Can you focus?
Is it coupon or coupon?
Can you focus? Look, I need
Proton.
you to understand.
Neutron.
I need you
Electron.
I need you to understand that in order to review them, they have to have done work for me before.
I can still review.
Then that would be lying.
They wouldn't be lying for me. I reviewed them. I said hello. That's enough. That's enough.
Terrible customer service.
No, great customer service. He greeted me, welcoming me to his services. That's a good review. that's like a 4.5 stars.
No, because
I never give 5. No one will ever reach 5. 5 is like I'm in some kind of resort now. Like this is the best customer service.
The highest,
it's like first
the
class.
highest I've ever seen has been 4.8.
The highest like ever.
Yeah,
And the highest I've seen is 4.9.
Where?
It wasn't even in where we are. It was far away.
Oh, I see. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, great reviews. Just not here.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
We're talking about reviews.
Can you stop?
For mobile services.
Can you stop? It's not important.
He just threw my card away.
It's on your card.
Would he throw away this?
Yeah.
This is charging. Would he throw away his wallet?
Can you leave my wallet
with
alone?
no money in it?
I have no. Can you give me back my money?
This is my money.
No, it's mine.
If it was your money, it'd be in your hand.
No, let's try. What are you doing? You can't just go into another man's wallet.
I took your money.
Leave that alone.
You know, I was about to say something, but this is a 14+ show.
14 plus. What does that even mean?
It means I can't go that far.
No, I thought we were PG-13.
Let's just say Americans get rolls of ones and we get loonies. At night. Okay, let's just move on. What were we talking about?
We were talking about something. You were talking about a story about two guys, but then there was a third guy, and then somehow
one of them was farted so loud it silenced the room, and it made the grandpa wake up and took him back to the Soviet. How did this happen? Let's go back to the story.
No.
I wish we had like a harp, like just go back and then just be like, so we're back in the story now.
So you want us to get a soundboard?
No, we should get 2 soundboards.
I can't with you right now.
Okay, then don't with me right now.
I don't.
Okay. We should get a laugh track. That'd be so funny. Would be like a brand new sitcom. We're an audio sitcom, aren't we? We could make brand new episodes. You just hear it. It's like Young and the Restless, where they used to play it on the radio.
They still play it on the radio.
They still play it on the radio? What? When? Where? How? What channel?
You mean what station?
What channel?
What station?
What estación?
What station?
Station.
There's a station where they still pass it on the radio.
Where? Why don't I hear it? I would listen in. Is Victor dead yet? I don't know. Not me. The other Victor. Not that you guys.
So I met when I was in high school. There was a guy
named Victor.
No, there was a guy who would watch Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And it was just funny because we were like 16 at the time, and he was like, yeah, man, like it's actually pretty good. And I go, it's been going around, like, The Young and the Restless is for those who don't know, it's a daytime drama. Well, it's like 4. They air
daytime soap proper.
It's at the 4 o'clock in the afternoon they air it.
No, it's not a soap. It's just an opera.
I'm just joking. Anyway, it's a drama that they've been passing for, I don't know, some like
35 years.
I don't know how long. But it's been around for like a very long, and it just keeps going.
Actually, I don't know how long it's been airing for.
And
I think it's the longest running show.
And
then right after it's like Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then right after that,
well, the Bold and Beautiful still going?
I think Bold and the Beautiful is still going.
Okay, so look,
I don't follow this. I thought it was all dead. I'm just joking. Not that they're all dead.
So look,
not that it's all over.
Anyway, getting back to the point here is
they still play it on the radio.
Yeah. Can I get?
I'm still on this. I'm not letting this go. Since when?
I assume they still play it on the radio. I don't actually know if they still do.
Look, I will die, and Victor Newman will never die.
Look, okay, so anyway, so this guy, when I was in high school, was telling us about how it's actually pretty good. I'm like, how do you follow the story? It's been going on since before you were even alive.
You watch one episode, and you know what's going on in everybody's lives. Literally, you watch one episode, and you're like, I already know what's going on. That's how good the show is. They make it so that way you can show up at any time, at any hour of the day, and be like, that guy's about to kill that guy because of this, and you'll be like, why? Why do I know this? How did I figure this out just now? I haven't been Literally, you can watch. We're gonna wait until the last episode of Young and the Restless and watch that, and you'll know what everything happened. Everybody who died, everybody that was alive, everybody that broke up with each other, everybody who was stuff happened. You know, yeah.
Okay.
So we're just gonna wait for the last episode, and you'll find out everything.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not really. Maybe there'll be like a few characters that weren't important, and they just like scratched off the storyline.
You know, that could also be poor writing because you know the plot line before it even happens.
No. It'd be amazing writing.
That's what we call bad writing.
That's called
a predictable plot line. In which case,
okay, but can you predict how Young and the Restless will end?
With everybody dead.
Literally, it'll end when Victor Newman dies.
I don't know about that. They could keep it going.
They're not gonna do that.
You don't know that?
I know that.
You can't.
Look, the man has survived a building falling on top of him. The man has survived getting run over. The man has survived getting stabbed, getting shot. I'm pretty sure he's been in a bunch of wreckage. I don't know how this is happening. You know, they're counting all the car flips, you know, like it's crazy. How is this? He's gone through fires, earthquakes, which is a part of wreckage. But still, how is he not dead?
A lot of people make it through earthquakes.
Oh, and attempted murders. A bunch of those. How is he not dead? He just goes to the hospital and wakes up like he's 5 years younger. It's just like, this man went through a traumatizing event. You'd think he looks somewhat dead, but no, he looks like a youthful teenager walking about. It's crazy.
You need to stop.
No, I can't. He should have died by now. Any normal person would have been like, I can't handle this. I've had buildings. I've had bullet wounds. I've been stabbed. I've been run over. I can't deal with this. I'm done. At that point, I'd probably try drowning myself, but wake up in the hospital, again, 5 years younger.
Just stop. Anyway, I think we should wrap up.
How long have we been doing this for?
Now that you've gone beyond the scope of normal ranting,
I will go beyond. I will.
Can you wrap up?
Okay, guys, this has not been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. This has been the Tu Hermanos Latinos. I'm just joking. Okay, guys, this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We leave everything in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right. Leave a comment if you can, depending on the platform you're on. Make sure to share with your donkey, your rooster, your moose, your zebra. It doesn't matter which one, but share it with everybody.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Twitter. Send us an email if you want. If you send us your voice, you can send us a voice recording of a question on Anchor, and maybe you can possibly have your voice on the show. So, without further ado, we present to you all... I'm just joking, the ending of the episode. There's nothing really else to show.
What?
Okay, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.